Hey everybody, it's time for my little corner of the world.
You to me are sweet as roses in the morning. You to me are soft as summer rain at dawn, and love we share, that's something rare. The sidewalks in the street, the concrete and the clay beneath my feet begins to crumble, but love will never die, because we'll see the mountains tumble before we say goodbye.
Good evening everyone, Ed Rambeau here once again for the next half hour or so with another segment of My Little Corner of the World. And as promised, tonight's theme will be more songs making their radio debut. And to kick us off, here's a song that was suggested I record by another one of my very dear Facebook friends named Ruth Ann Trinko. Normally, I wouldn't even consider recording a song sung by the great Steven Tyler, but I do love a challenge, so I decided to give it a whirl. Was I successful? Well, I suppose that's up to all of you to decide, as I welcome you to listen to my version of this classic Aerosmith song, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. I could stay awake just to hear you breathing, watch you smile while you are sleeping, while you're far away and dreaming. I could spend my life in this sweet surrender. I could stay lost in this moment forever, where a moment spent with you is a moment I treasure. I don't want to close my eyes, I don't want to fall asleep, because I'd miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do, I'd still miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing. Lying close to you, feeling your heart beating, and I'm wondering what you're dreaming, wondering if it's me you're seeing. Then I kiss your eyes and thank God we're together. I just want to stay with you in this moment forever, forever and ever. I don't want to close my eyes, I don't want to fall asleep, 'cause I'd miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do, 'cause I miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. And I don't wanna miss one smile, and I don't wanna miss one kiss. I just wanna be with you, right here with you, just like this. And I just wanna hold you close, I feel your heart so close to mine, and just stay here in this moment for all the rest of time, rest of time, rest of time. Don't wanna close my eyes, don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I'd miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do, I still miss you, girl, and I don't wanna miss a thing. I don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I'd a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do. Because I miss you, girl, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, because I'd miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Making its radio debut, that was my take on I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, and thank you once again, Ruth Ann Trinko, for recommending it. Before going on any further, let me take this moment to remind you all that 2 weeks from tonight will be another listener request show, and there are still a few more spots available, so get your requests in as soon as possible. If I receive too many to fit into one show, the ones that don't make it into this next request show will automatically be placed into the following one. Also, be sure to let me know if you'd like a pic of yourself in the YouTube video version of the show. That being mentioned, let's move on. This next song, making its debut, is a big switch from the one you just heard. Matter of fact, it goes way back to the days of the big band era, when Harry James had the hit with Kitty Callan singing the part you're about to hear me sing. The title of the song is It's Been a Long, Long Time, and this is the original Harry James and Kitty Callan arrangement. So enjoy. Never thought that you would be lying here so close to me. There's so much I feel that I should say, but words can wait until some other day. Kiss me once and kiss me twice and kiss me once again. It's been a long, long time. Haven't felt like this, my dear, since can't remember when. It's been a long, long time. You'll never know how many dreams I dream about you, or just how empty they all seem without you. So kiss me once and kiss me twice and kiss me once again. It's been a long, long time. It's Been a Long, Long Time was the title of that one, which moves us forward to our next newly recorded song. A hit originally made famous as a jazz waltz by the very talented Miss Ketty Lester. Love Letters. And here's my version. Love letters straight from your heart. Keep us so near while apart. I'm not alone in the night. When I can have all the love you write, I memorize every line. And I kiss the name that you signed. And darling, then I read again, right from the start. Love letters straight from your heart. I memorize every line. And I kiss the name that you signed. And darling, then I read again, right from the start. Love letters straight from your heart. Love letters straight from your heart. Thank you, Ketty Lester, for that amazing arrangement to that already beautiful song entitled Love Letters. This next selection was published in 1952 with music by Jimmy Van Heusen under the pseudonym Kurt Adams with lyrics by Sammy Gallup. The original recording by Nat King Cole was released by Capitol Records and first reached the Billboard bestseller chart on May 23, 1952, lasting 22 weeks on the chart and peaking at number 8. It has since become a great American classic, which isn't heard all that much, and really should be, because it's such a marvelous old tune. Therefore, I hope you enjoy my rendition of this outstanding composition entitled Somewhere Along the Way. I used to walk with you along the avenue. Our hearts were carefree and gay. How could I know I'd lose you somewhere along the way? The friends we used to know would always smile hello. No love like our love, they'd say. Then love slipped through our fingers somewhere along the way. I should forget, but with the loneliness of night, I start remembering everything you're gone, and yet there's still a feeling deep inside that you will always be part of me. So now I look for you along the avenue, and as I wander, I pray that someday soon I'll find you somewhere along the way. That someday soon I'll find you somewhere along the way, somewhere along the way. The name of that song was Somewhere Along the Way, and it was a pleasure to finally record it. For those of you who may have just tuned in, you're listening to Ed Rambeau, and this is My Little Corner of the World on MemoryLaneOldies.com. Tonight's theme, more songs making their radio debut. But before moving on, you all know what time it is. It's time for America's favorite pussycat, Talking Tom. How's it going, little buddy? Come on in and say hello.
Hi, everybody. You can all relax now. Relief from the terrible singing is here.
Tom, please, do not start.
Hey, Eduardo, I got a question for you. Is it true that Taylor Swift actually has her legs insured for $40 million?
I believe so. Why?
Quite honestly, with $40 million in the picture, if I were her, I'd be racing to the phone to call Tonya Harding.
Tom, you are going straight to hell for that one.
Oh, yeah? Well, get ready, because you'll be driving the bus.
Oh, stop. By the way, Tom, I was once asked what one of the most memorable moments from my childhood was. So can you think of one from yours?
Well, now that you ask, one actually does pop into mind. When I was young, I had this neighbor, and I used to go over their house and bounce up and down on their tramp Oline. That was their daughter's name, Oline.
Oh, come on, that's not true. How's Sheldon doing? You haven't mentioned him in a while.
Sheldon? He's all excited because he's been invited to this upcoming Halloween party and really has his mind set on winning first prize for the scariest costume. So I said to him, in that case, why don't you just dress up as your mother?
Tom, would you please leave that poor woman alone?
I'm actually very concerned about Sheldon.
Oh? Why?
Well, he likes to drink, you know.
Yeah, so?
Apparently, he had a Bud Light last night, and this morning he woke up gay.
Oh, stop it, he did not.
No, really. When I went into his room and tried to wake him, he threw a handful of glitter at me and said, "Get out of my room, bitch."
Tom, you're making this up.
I am not. Oh, by the way, a couple of nights ago, I really discovered Angelina's true feelings for me.
Oh? What do you mean?
Well, I was sound asleep when our house suddenly caught on fire, and the minute Sheldon started screaming, Angelina yelled out, "Quiet, you'll wake up Daddy."
She did not.
Speaking of my dear wife, she's very excited because she just finished her first book.
Her first book? No kidding.
Yeah, now she's planning to read another one.
Oh, Tom, I think it's time for you to say goodnight.
Okay, but first,
Yeah, I know. One quick question. Go ahead, shoot.
do you enjoy making your fans unhappy?
Unhappy? Whatever makes you think I'm making my fans unhappy?
Well, you keep singing, don't you?
Tom, just say goodnight and be thankful I don't have a weapon handy.
Good night, everybody. See you in 2 weeks. But for now, my catnip awaits.
Enjoy your catnip, little buddy. And there you have it, my friends. America's favorite pussycat, Talking Tom. Moving right along now to tonight's theme, more songs making their radio debut. Here's one from September of 1997, written by Bob Dylan, that I've given an entirely new interpretation, and I hope it's to your liking. It's called Make You Feel My Love. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole wide world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When evening shadows and the stars appear and there is no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue, I'd go crawling down the avenue. No, there's just nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea and on the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. Baby, there is nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love. To make you feel my love. The title of that one was Make You Feel My Love, and thank you, Bob Dylan, for that amazing piece of writing. I have Ron Baker to thank for this next selection because he recommended I record it. So thank you, Ron, for this super request. Ron has already heard it and gave me a big thumbs up, so I hope you all feel the same after listening to my rendition of this haunting Leonard Cohen classic, originally made famous by Judy Collins, entitled Suzanne. Suzanne takes you down to her place by the river. You can hear the boats go by. You can spend the night beside her. And to know that she's half crazy, and that's why you want to be there. And she feeds you tea and oranges that came all the way from China. And just when you want to tell her that you have no love to give her, she gets you on her wavelength, and she lets the river answer that you've always been her lover. And you want to travel with her, and you want to travel blind, and you think maybe you'll trust her, 'cause she's touched your perfect body with her mind. And Jesus was a sailor when he walked upon the water, and he spent a long time watching from his lonely wooden tower. And when he knew for certain only drowning men could see him, he said, all men shall be sailors then, until the sea can free them. But he himself was broken long before the sky would open. Forsaken, almost human, he sank beneath your wisdom like a stone. And you want to travel with him, and you want to travel blind, and you think maybe you'll trust him, 'cause he's touched your perfect body with his mind. Suzanne takes you down to her place by the river. You can hear the boats go by. You can spend the night forever, and the sun pours down like honey on Our Lady of the Harbor. And she shows you where to look amid the garbage and the flowers. There are heroes in the seaweed. There are children in the morning. They are leaning out for love, and they will lean that way forever, while Suzanne holds the mirror. And you want to travel with her, and you want to travel blind, and you think maybe you'll trust her, 'cause you've touched her perfect body with your mind. Thanks again, Ron, for that wonderful selection, and I have someone else to thank for this next one as well. Ina Vasquez asked me if I had ever considered recording a song by Blood, Sweat, and Tears that, quite frankly, I'd never even heard before until she brought it to my attention. But I gotta say that upon first hearing, I felt it had my name written all over it. So I hope you enjoy it as well, and thank you, Ina, for this fantastic recommendation, entitled Sometimes in Winter. Sometimes in winter, I gaze into the streets and walk through snow and city sleet behind your room. Sometimes in winter, forgotten memories remember you behind the trees with leaves that cried. By the window once I waited for you, laughing slightly you would run. Trees alone would shield us in the night all, making love in the evening sun. Now you're gone, girl, and the lampposts call your name. I can hear them in the spring of frozen rain. Now you're gone, girl, and the time slowed down till dawn. It's a cold room, and the walls ask where you've gone. Sometimes in winter, I love you and the good times seem like memories in the spring that never came. Sometimes in winter, I wish the empty streets would fill with laughter from the tears that ease my pain. That was Sometimes in Winter, recommended by Ina Vasquez. So once again, Ina, thank you so much for calling my attention to that awesome piece of work. And this next song, my friends, not only brings us to the close of tonight's show, but is also one that I accidentally discovered and fell in love with immediately. It's quite a departure for me, but you all know how much I love a challenge, and when it comes to challenges, this one I consider to be the pièce de résistance. I'd like to dedicate this song, by the way, to Jean, because it now has taken first place among her most favorite recordings of mine, knocking out my original composition entitled I Go Crazy and pushing it into second place. Anyway, this one's for you, Jean, and it's called Higher. You know you have it. You take a moment, make it magic. Yeah, the way you move is so dramatic. I think I might make you a habit. Yeah, yeah. See all these faces, so many numbers on your wait list. You make me wanna make some changes. Drive me to drink, I'm drinking kisses. Yeah. Every step you take, everyone ever knew ya. Sing hallelujah. Whoa, because when you go low, I get higher. When you move that slow, it lights my fire. I might be falling for you, I don't know. I think it might be what you came here for. Whoa, when you go low, and I get higher. When you move that slow, it lights my fire. I'm at attention, I ain't got no shame. No inhibitions, I'm just glad you came. Take a step into the light and flaunt it, leaving everybody broken hearted. God, it's the sun is so hot, the way you slide across the floor. I think you know that I'm only gonna beg for more. Every step you take, everyone ever knew ya. Sing hallelujah. Whoa, because when you go low and I get higher, when you move move that slow, it lights my fire. I might be falling for you, I don't know. I think it might be what you came here for. Whoa, when you go low, I get higher. When you move that slow, it lights my fire. I'm at attention, I ain't got no shame, no inhibitions, I'm just that you came. Stuck in this game you started, don't leave me broken hearted, 'cause I've got nothing left to lose. Whoa, because when you go low, I get higher. When you move that slow, it lights my fire. I might be falling for you, I don't know. I think it might be what you came here for. Whoa, when you go low, I get higher. When you move that slow, it lights my way. You slide across the floor. I think you know that I'm only gonna beg for more. Talk about a mover and a shaker, right? Anyway, that was Higher, and it concludes tonight's list of songs making their radio debut. I hope you enjoyed all or some of these newly recorded songs, and I urge you to join me back here 2 weeks from this evening for my listener request show, of which there's still a little room for a few more requests, so get them in quickly. That being said, with nothing but love in my heart, from my little corner of the world to yours, here's hoping you have a wonderful Halloween, which is coming up in a few days, and I'll be anxiously awaiting to have you join me back here 2 weeks from this evening for another listener request show. In the meantime, let's return to our dear friend Ron Baker and Ron's Record Shop. Good night with buckets of love, everyone.